Good morning and welcome to this episode of the Happiness Diaries. Today is January 27th, 2022, and I am just getting ready for therapy this morning. Can we just take a moment to appreciate just how gorgeous it is outside? I am just obsessed every single morning when the golden sunlight shines through my windows. It just illuminates this courtyard, and it is just the best way to start my day. I just feel so blessed that this is my view. This is what I get to experience on almost a daily basis. Like any day that it's cloudy or foggy and the sun just doesn't come in this like golden illuminating way, I'm just always a little bit sad. And so when it does come in, I am extra grateful because I know that it doesn't always happen. It's not a guarantee. So today's video is going to center around what DBT therapy is in my experience of it. I am currently in a DBT therapy program, and so for anyone who is considering starting therapy or even looking into DBT therapy, I thought I would just share what my experience has been thus far and even kind of go into how it's different than what people think of as like typical therapy, which is CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, which is just like the talking therapy. DBT is dialectical behavioral therapy, and really what dialectics is, it's about how two opposing things can exist simultaneously without invalidating each other, and it's about finding the balance in them. So an example of that would be the belief that everybody is doing the best that they can, but also the belief that people can do better. And so it's like both things can be true. They don't have to invalidate each other. And when you find the balance of both, that's where you find the balance in life and not living in extremes. And it's also very much focused on skills. And so I am a part of a skills group, and I'll have that this evening. And lucky for me, both of the things, my therapy and my skills group, are virtual because I don't drive. That is just really convenient for me, and it works really well. There are always in-person options as well. And sometimes I do go to my therapist. Sometimes I do go into her office. I started as an in-person client, but once I moved, we just started doing it virtually through telehealth, and it has just worked out so well. So that is what this video is going to center around today, because that's what my day is centering around. I'm starting my day with therapy and I'm ending it with therapy, and I can't really complain about that. So the first thing that I'm going to do this morning that I need to get done and send over to my therapist is fill out this diary card. I'll put a picture in so you guys can get a better look at what it looks like. But what a DBT diary card is it's a way for you to track your behaviors, your moods, and the skills that you're utilizing and learning. So I'm going to fill this out and get it sent over to her before our session this morning. I've really been enjoying making smoothies in the morning because I feel like it's a way to just get in so much nutrients in a very like quick and easy way. So what I'm adding is this aloe vera juice, and I really just eyeball all of it, so it's not an exact science by any means. I'm adding some orange juice. I'm gonna squeeze like half a lemon. I'm gonna add a scoop of this collagen peptide. And then I'm going to put in some of these wild blueberries. Blueberries is my favorite part of this whole smoothie. Blueberries are so good for you. They have so many good antioxidants, and so we're gonna add a lot of those. And then we're just gonna put a handful of spinach. And then I just top it off with a little bit more orange juice. And then we're ready to blend this baby up. Cheers, bad bitches.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Can you hear me okay? Okay. Yeah. All right. Really good diary card.
Lincoln, do you want to go to the park with Gus and Morgan? Do you want to go to the park with Gus and Morgan? Do you want to go? Yeah. Therapy was really good. A big part of dialectical behavioral therapy is finding the balance between acceptance and change. And going into February, my therapist and I are really going to be working on radical acceptance. And as I think you all know, one thing that I really am striving to radically accept is my vision impairment, is having glaucoma, and also seeking independence and figuring out how that's all going to look for me in this season of life. So it was really good, really helpful. The radical acceptance part of DBT is one reason why I just feel like DBT is such a good fit for me, and that's just one of the many skills that's a part of this. Okay, buddy, let's go. Gus, are you holding him? Gus, are you ready to go to the park? Are you ready to go to the park? Okay, come get your brother. Good boys. I just got back from the hot tub. I was listening to my audiobook and just absolutely thriving. And I've mentioned it already, but the book that I'm listening to is called Building a Life Worth Living. And it's a memoir, and the author of the book is the woman who created DBT Therapy. So it's about her own personal journey where she has to kind of get out of her own hell. And that is what inspired her into the field that she went into and into creating DBT, because she really wanted to help people get out of their own version of whatever hell they're in. And DBT therapy is so commonly used for people experiencing borderline personality disorder and suicidal thoughts. And so there's a lot of themes in regards to that in this book, and I've really been enjoying it. It's just so fun because I am in DBT. It's cool to listen to this book and kind of hear its origin story. So highly recommend. I am getting ready for my skills group. It starts in about 5 minutes, so I need to log in. We meet through just like a Google Meet, so I need to pull up the link and get ready for that. I'm trying the bone broth that I bought because they say it's good for your gut health, and even though this is absolutely terrifying to me, I just don't understand it. It's some bone broth and then some water, and I heated it up. I don't know. I'll let you guys know what I think. I might just gag and decide not to drink it. And then I have my emotional support water bottle here. So we are good to go. I keep a notebook nearby so that I can take notes. I will let you guys know at the end what I thought about tonight's group and what I learned. Okay, let's try this bone broth. We're doing it for the gut. We're doing it for our mental health. We're doing it because TikTok said it's what you're supposed to do. I just don't get it. I'm just not sure that this is it. I just am not convinced that this is the solution to my depression.
If you haven't practiced mindfulness yet, this is the right time and place to do so. So one, mindfully, is unless you are superhuman, it's impossible to be mindful of the now if there are other distractions around you. Okay, so everything away is a challenge. Hand on your lap, on the ground, on the table, whatever, feet on the ground, whatever helps you feel connected to the now. Know that thoughts will come, thoughts will go. That is absolutely normal, and it should be happening because you are alive. You say hello, let it go, because it does not belong right here, right now. Every time that you find yourself attaching to that thought or desperately trying to problem solve and feel something different, rely on your breath to bring you back to the now. Okay, we're going to sit with whatever we have without judgment. For 2 minutes, starting now.
I am out of my group and we have switched from bone broth to tea. Much happier with the tea, although I did drink the bone broth because I am brave. This does mark my 1 month in this group. So I'm very new to the group. It's about a year-long group, and luckily you can enter in this group at any time. But since I started in January, I started at kind of like the beginning. So this month we went over the foundations of DBT, and we're really focused on one of the core concepts of DBT, which is mindfulness. And mindfulness is defined as intentionally living with awareness in the present moment without judgment. So we have practiced mindfulness, and the what's of mindfulness are to observe, describe, and participate. What's so awesome about learning about mindfulness in this setting is meditation has been something that I've been practicing now since like March, and so way before I started DBT and started this group. But for me, it started as a spiritual thing, but then now I am learning about meditation and mindfulness in this therapeutic setting because there is so much research and science to back it up and to back up why it is just so beneficial for you, and all of the benefits of really taking time to focus on your breath, focus on the present moment, center yourself in the facts with no judgment, and really being able to live and participate in the present moment without being so distracted by everything that is constantly pulling us back to the past or into the future. It's like just being able to participate in the present moment is a skill, because nowadays, like multitasking and just everything else is just, there's 1,000,001 distractions, 1,000,001 problems. And so mindfulness can just really help bring some peace and quiet to that, which is just wonderful. Another one of the key concepts in DBT is trying to stay in a place where you are operating in your wise mind, not in your emotional mind, not in your reasonable mind, but in where those two meet, which is your wise mind. So that's where I'm at in my DBT therapy. I hope this video was helpful for anyone who is curious about it or wanted to know more about DBT. As someone who spent a few years in a grad program for clinical mental health counseling, I still feel like I didn't know a lot about the fundamentals of DBT, even though I had read about it in my textbooks a few times. But being in the program has definitely brought a greater awareness and understanding to it. And I think CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, talk therapy, is what most people are used to and exposed to and have awareness of. So for me, this is something that I'm very grateful that I have kind of switched from that type of therapy into this type. I think that it is more effective for me right now in giving me the skills and things that I need to get to where I want to be in life. And so I hope that this was helpful for you guys to see as well. So I will close it out here, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. If it resonated with you, please subscribe, leave a comment, start some conversation, and I will see you guys in my next video.